Prince Harry has made his most outrageous claim yet about Queen Elizabeth II. He's an absolute scumbag for this one. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, yeah. Let's jump into this madness, shall we, because... yeah, according to Tabloids on Trial, that TV interview that aired last week, Prince Harry made an absolutely extraordinary, outrageous claim that to me is an absolute scumbag of a move. He's saying that the late Queen Elizabeth II is up there saying, see this through to the end, amid all his legal battles against the various tabloids and media conglomerates at the moment. So during the interview for ITV's documentary Tabloids on Trial, Harry spoke to Rebecca Barry about winning his phone hacking lawsuit against Mirror Group newspapers in December 2023. Now, I wouldn't call it winning per se, when 15 out of 33 of the examples he brought to the table were found that, Mirror Group newspaper did hack, or one way or another they were naughty. Less than half of the examples he put to the table, the judge was like, yeah, you're right. I don't see that as winning. I also don't see it as winning how he's awarded about £163,000 in damages and whatnot, when you offset it against the millions of pounds he must have paid in legal costs alone just for that one lawsuit against Mirror Group newspapers. But anywho, he's calling it a win. When you look into it a little bit more, just underneath the surface, not so much as far as I'm concerned. But he's mentioned that he had multiple conversations about going up against the tabloids with the late Queen Elizabeth II before she passed away in 2022. He said, we had many conversations before she passed. This is very much something she supported. She knew how much this meant to me. She's up there going, see this through to the end. Without question, he added. Now, firstly, as far as I'm concerned, this is another example, if this conversation did actually happen, another example of Hazza completely betraying the trust of members of the royal family by disclosing private conversations that he's had with them, first and foremost. Secondly, this is a total scumbag move on so many counts, okay? The first one is Queen Elizabeth II ain't here anymore, so she can't defend herself. She can't turn around and say, well, that's not true, or through representatives, or, how they do it, right? Secondly, he's trying to, as far as I'm concerned, manipulate the public opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, by turning around and saying, no, you actually should be behind me on this. You should support me because everyone loves Queen Elizabeth II and she agrees with me. So if she agrees with me, you guys should agree with me and support me too. Highly manipulative tactic. The third reason why I think it's a scumbag move, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is he also turned around in this same interview that I reported on a couple of days ago, where as far as I'm concerned, he gaslights the royal family, turning around and saying it would be really, really nice if the royal family joined forces with me in my fight against the tabloids. For him then to turn around in the same breath and say, well, the monarch at the time, Queen Elizabeth II, said, yes, see this through to the end, I support you all the way. It's him essentially turning around and saying, well, Queen Elizabeth II turned around and said, yeah, I support you all the way, you should do this, that and the other. But the rest of the members of the royal family aren't following suit and are not supporting me. So they're going against our beloved Queen Elizabeth II. You see where I'm coming from here? This all, opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, is a total freaking scumbag move on Harry's part to turn around and say, Queen Elizabeth II said she supports me all the way. For those three reasons and so many more besides. Now, we've got Stephanie Jane here at 09Steffi here on Twitter, turning round and making another really good point, saying, It takes a special kind of scum to make his elderly grandmother's last few years of life totally miserable, allow her to go to her grave thinking the world thought she was racist, and then start using her after death to pretend she supported you. Harry, you are utter scum. We then have Royally Sage at Sage1411 completely on this. And guys, do follow Royally Sage on Twitter. They have some really, really, really good takes and really good information as far as I'm concerned that they share on Twitter. Again, all opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, so do bear that in mind. But she says here, or he says, the royal who contacted Lady C said they are bemused that Harry would have the gall to lie and state that the late Queen would have supported his attempt to destroy the free press and the country. Well, this is the thing. There's this whole kind of famous saying from the royal family, allegedly, where they turn around and say, never complain, never explain. Never complain, never explain. So if Queen Elizabeth II adhered to that, which I believe she did, why would she then in the same breath turn around to Prince Azza and say, yeah, I totally support your fight against the tabloids, go for it, mate? To me, that makes zero sense. Royally Sage then tweets out, Lady C says that the royals are not happy that Harry claimed the late Queen was supportive of Harry's actions against the press. The late Queen, King and Queen are united that the nation needs a free press. Totally. But it also, like I said earlier on, backs them into a corner. Because Harry, on one hand, in this interview says it would be nice for the royals to join forces and fight with me against the tabloids. And then in the other breath, turn around and saying, well, the head monarch at the time, a couple of years ago, Queen Elizabeth II, turned around and said that she supported me. But look, the royal family aren't supporting me. And then the final thing that Royally Sage turns around and says is that he could not get past a secretary. So how did these conversations take place? Exactly. Reportedly, he could not get past the Queen's secretary to speak to the Queen in the first place. So how did that happen? Just like how they had that great relationship where she's closer to him than anyone else. But then the Queen cuts him off and places him in second role. Okay, Harry. Exactly. Okay, Harry. Guys, what he is saying here, when you look at everything else, makes zero damn sense. I do not believe that this conversation took place. I do not believe, a bit of conspiracy theory, whatever, that Queen Elizabeth II would have turned around to Hazard and say, I support you, fight against the tabloids, go for it, don't stop. I don't believe she would have said that for a second. Enough about me though. What do you guys think? With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alt Nerd tribe, because I'll be honest with you, help us now get to 1 million so we can also get that go play button and hopefully cause a Meghan Markle meltdown on Instagram. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions on whether you believe Queen Elizabeth II supported Prince Hazard's fight against the tabloids, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.